Well, I just thought I would do a long-term review of this little SOG multi-tool. I don't know if you can see that. You can just make out the SOG logo there. This is a multi-tool that I've had for must be about, I would say probably about 4 years minimum, and it's the second SOG tool that I've had by the American company. This one is a powerlock. Perhaps if I put that there, you might be able to see that. SOG powerlock. And I've had this for about 4 years. It comes in this very heavy duty leather pouch, which is incredibly sort of well worn now, as you can see. I have used this tool a lot. I've also modified it as well, which I will show you or demonstrate for you. So when you unfold it, you've got this fantastic, really good set of pliers here, which are very heavy duty due to this forged section at the top. It does add to the weight of the tool, but when you're holding these, you definitely feel like you can do some proper work with them. And I've never had them twist out on me or you know, fail when I was actually sort of you know, cutting down on something. You've got a little wire cutter section here, a rounded section there for gripping things, and then these sort of needle nose pliers on the end there. Very, very good tool. On the sides here, we've got sort of two sections underneath the handle covers, and the first is the blade, which is probably the item that I've used the most. This was a spear tipped blade, and what I've done is I've profiled it more to the kind of farmer lamb's foot style blade, which is just something that I find more useful on a everyday sort of basis. I've got other knives with, you know, points that I use for things when I need that feature, but on this particular knife I found that the most useful. I've then got a screwdriver bit here, which has got a bottle opener on it, which of course is essential. And then lastly in here you've got a socket tool, which is a 1/4 inch socket tool there, which is spring loaded, so you can put a 1/4 inch socket on that and then use it for levering, which again is very useful. I probably used all the features on this knife at some time or other. And then on the other side here, if we take this open, you have a file. We've got a can opener, which again I've used. We've got a Phillips screwdriver, which again I've used, and again all really, really useful items, and a tiny little sort of screwdriver bit on the end of the can opener fitting there. And these covers, if you look at the sides here, you've got these covers which make it more comfortable when you're actually pressing in your hand. And actually sort of don't allow any sharp edges to cut into your hands when you're putting it under pressure. What I've done with these is, if you look at these are only spring loaded. They will actually pop off the tool, and if you look at the end of this one, I've rounded it slightly, and that, believe it or not, is an emergency spoon. I've actually used this. If you're camping or anything like that, you can use that as a spoon. On the other side, what I've done is I've profiled that one. If I can take that one off, they just spring off, and that one you can see I've cut away to make an emergency fork, and just filed the inside edge. So you've got a spoon and a fork there, which increases the functionality of the tool, and those just pop back on and don't take away from it. So I just thought I'd, you know, say a thumbs up to this. You know, after 4 years of use, my previous SOG tool was the Para tool, which I just thought was a phenomenal tool, but I lost that when I was actually doing a car repair, and left it in the engine bay and then drove off. So I deeply regret that I ever lost that. But this has been a fantastic replacement or alternative, and is a tool that I use regularly. I don't think I showed the saw blade on there, but it's got a saw blade on there. I've actually used this tool to cut out and fit a door lock. Don't ask me how I managed it, but I did with this tool. So it's phenomenal. And there you go, with a nice heavy duty leather pouch. So I just thought I'd take a break, smoke him a little Mr. Brog pipe, and show you that tool, and hope it helps any of those who are thinking about buying one of these. I can guarantee this as being a great piece of kit. Thank you.